There are some amazing point and shoot film cameras that have earned legendary status because they are so clear, they are so compact, and they have a timeless design that just makes them look amazing and then also produce amazing results. Those cameras are not what I shoot with. This is the Nikon One Touch 100, and it is a very inexpensive point and shoot film camera that has electronic winding, it has autofocus in it, and it's very easy to use. It's also a bit of a brick, and so no matter what you do to this thing, it seems to just keep surviving and coming along with me on my adventures. My goal with this camera was to couple it with some Fujifilm 400 because I wanted an everyday camera plus an everyday film to go together so that every day I could go out and shoot maybe 2 to 3 shots and just keep consistent with the film photography all the time. This camera is amazing, and there's a lot of them that are just like this. I got it from my mom, and she used it to make about 50% of my childhood memories in photos. Between the time I was in elementary school all the way up to when I was a teenager, everything was basically shot on this camera. And so it's really nice to have those cameras where they have so much function and they also last across that time. This one is obviously a very reliable one, and I was able to take it out and get some cool shots with the Fujifilm 400, which I haven't shot with yet. Last year I shot with the Ultramax 400 on the Pentax K1000, and there's supposed to be comparable film stocks. Because I was using different cameras in different conditions, I didn't find the results that comparable, but at the same time, it's just nice to practice with some of those everyday film stocks so you can find something that actually works well for you. I found that this combination is going to work for me well, but I think what I need to adjust is to make sure that I'm giving my camera more light, giving that film more light. And so I don't mean exposing, but I mean kind of going out on those days where there's lots of bright light around, rather than on those days where it's a little bit overcast. I actually didn't love the results I got on this with a combination of the Fujifilm 400 when it was overcast or when there wasn't quite as much bright light. I found it succeeded actually when it was really bright out or when it was actually really dark out, so night shots, because the flash on this thing is great, and when you kind of give it that really bright flash, it does nice things to the film because it has a good light source to work from. There's nothing crazy flashy about the shots that I was getting, but I'm just kind of practicing that habit of shooting a couple shots a day, because I think with film photography, you need something that you take with you every day. Now, when you're shooting with a point and shoot that's more expensive and a little bit more delicate, I think it takes away from what you want in a point and shoot. So I think it's actually a good idea to buy something that's a little bit more durable, rugged like this, because you can just keep chucking it in your bag and it's always with you. So you're not worried constantly about it getting stolen, broken, or some component on the motor malfunctioning. It's like you can get these and you can get ones like this where you can just keep shooting with it and they produce what I would consider quite good results. Just some food for thought for those people who are looking at things like Contax, who are looking at things like those Leica Mini Luxes as well. They're such cool cameras, but they're so expensive that, you know, it's a little bit cost prohibitive, and it changes the way you shoot because, you know, you might not bring it with you all the time. And honestly, the experience of shooting with this thing is pretty fun too. I like the sounds it makes, I like the way it works, and I think it's pretty simple and straightforward, which is very cool too. I also just like that it's solid and that I've dropped it a couple times and it doesn't seem to ever want to stop working. So we're gonna keep going until we can go no more. So that's a bit of an update on what I've been shooting lately. I hope it was kind of useful to see something like that, because again, with stocks being more expensive, it's nice to have options like Fujifilm 400 where you can go out and get it, go and get a camera that's not crazy expensive, put them together, have a good time, and get your results back, and just keep enjoying that film photography process. And so it's consistent and just a part of your day-to-day life. If you're interested in film cameras and old school cameras, then this would be a great channel to subscribe to, because this is the kind of stuff that I like to focus on. I hope to catch you in the next video.